Welcome back to the channel. Just want to show you a little trick on the hood. Anytime you're servicing these things, there's a little trick to the hood to gain a little bit of an extra room, especially if you're trying to get the battery out, which is way back here, and you're kind of up against the hood here, or the bonnet as our friends call it on the other side of the world here. So anytime you're trying to get in here or servicing the engine, and you need some more room in here, there is a trick to these that you can do to raise the hood up to gain some light and gain some access under the hood here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I have a little hood prop here that I'm going to use to prop the hood right in the center there. That'll hold the hood up. This is an adjustable tool that I have. You can use a stick or a piece of pipe or what have you just to hold the hood in just in case. So the first thing we're going to do is these hood struts. We're going to remove either this end of it or you can do this end. You could use a pry tool. I just have an interior pry tool here that we're going to use. We'll just stick it right in here and pry on it. Once you pull on it, the hood strut will release. Again, you could do either end of it, this end or that end. I find it easier to do the end on the hood. And we'll do the same thing on the other side here. We'll push that right in there. And just pull it just like so. That'll release that strut. So now the only thing holding it up is this prop that I have in the center. This is the tool I'm using. It's actually an interior door panel tool. You can use any type of pry bar. All you're doing is just pulling on the strut, the hood strut, to release this clip that holds onto this ball. So it's a ball and socket type of a setup. You can use any type of a big screwdriver, or even if you have a small pick, you can pick this clip right off the end of this strut also. That'll get the job done. But anyhow, the pry bar trick is a lot easier. Passenger side of the hood, and you look in here, right on the hinge, there's this little bar here. There's a little piece of metal, an extra piece of metal right here, which is riveted to the hinge itself, and that swings back and forth. If you look on the top of that same hinge, there is a little rivet sticking out, a little button piece of the hinge, and that's where this piece of metal would hook up to. Hold the hood up with one hand. Of course, keep in mind that you have the prop holding it up, so that will fall as you lift the hood up. So you want to lift the hood up with one hand, and you can raise that all the way up, vertical. As you're doing that, what you're trying to do is align this hole that's in this moving piece of metal or the bar that's part of the hinge. You want to hold the hood up vertical as you're moving this, and you want to go ahead. You might have to let the hood down or up just to go ahead and align that hole so it fits right in there. It'll pop right in, and it'll actually hold the hood. It'll hold the hood up straight vertical, just like that. You can gain the access to anything back here if you're working on the brake master cylinder, or even the cabin filter here, or if you're servicing the battery or the engine in any way. That just gains you a lot of access. The hood's out of the way, everything's lighted up now, it gains you access to light, so you have a lot more room to work under the hood. So once you're done performing whatever you need to do under the hood or the bonnet, you can go ahead and put it back into its original position. All you need to do is hold the hood with one hand. Remember, these hoods or bonnets are actually pretty light. They are aluminum. So again, hold it with one hand, push it up, and you want to release it from that hole. Once that bar is out, it'll snap out. You go ahead and lower the hood. And you want to lower it to the height of the hood strut that we removed. So once you have it at that height, you can go ahead and push that strut in. Give it a little push, that'll lock in. Now if your hood strut's strong enough, one of them will hold it, but you still want to keep a hand on the hood holding it up so it doesn't drop down on you. And you want to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Line up that strut with the ball on the hood. Remember, this end is a swivel, so you can swivel it. You can lift the hood up, line it up, put it on there. Push it on, give it a push so it locks in. And now your hood is held on by the struts. Thank you for watching.